So let's talk about this art of womb wellness. I feel as though Western women are radically disconnected when it comes to talking about this situation. I first came into womb wellness during my pregnancies and in my postpartum sessions afterwards, realizing that I did not feel connected with myself as a woman. And when I was pregnant with my children, there was a level of settling into the self that I began to experience. And this prompted my own journey to understand myself on my own natural healing journey. Well, where is my, reproductive health problems? Where do they stem from? Why are they here? Why are they recurring? Why am I so irritated with myself? And it was through this inquiry that I was brought to the understanding of womb wellness and the sacredness of it. The womb is a receptacle. The womb receives everything that it's given, and it holds it, it keeps it, it incubates it, be it ideas, be it babies, be it the energy from your partners. And here in today's world and society in the West, we don't have the same level of reverence for females, for women, for the feminine body. And because of that, we accept anything. We accept any kind of product that we're using. We accept any kind of scents that we're using. We accept any kind of relationship that we think we can get ourselves involved in. And all of this energy and this toxicity, it accumulates. The body receives, especially as a feminine energy. We receive the energy and we incubate it. And it is for this reason, I think, not having that knowledge of cleansing the body, of womb wellness and hygiene, that women end up in the kinds of circumstances that we're seeing ourselves in. High levels of hysterectomies, fibroids, C-sections, irregular cycles, levels of infertility that are just skyrocketing off of the chart. And so I think that bringing womb wellness, womb awareness, womb health awareness, confidence, and the sacredness of this organ, this functionality, this aspect of being a woman, feminine, bringing it to the forefront is very much a huge part of the healing journey that I think most, if not all, women must journey on. An example of a womb wellness practice would be to not over-schedule while you're menstruating. When you know that your menstrual cycle is on its way, when you can perceive the symptoms or you think that it's coming, you should be resting. Oftentimes, you will be pushing yourself or forcing yourself to get things done, to finish the deadline, to close up shop, when in reality, your body is probably telling you that you'd like to rest, you'd like to spend a bit more time, moving slower. But because of the way that we're conditioned, we are forced to be counterintuitive and therefore counterproductive. And so by understanding that the race begins with the rest, the race doesn't begin with your first action, this helps us as women, as womb carriers, to begin to shift our counterintuitiveness, to understand and listen and respond to what our body needs. So in our community, I love to talk about womb wellness. We talk about the different kinds of foods that are ideal for you, what kind of herbs are ideal for you, what kind of exercises you should do, the ways that you can think, different journal prompts, different particular therapeutic exercises that you can give to yourself. And I love it because the responses that the women are giving to me after they've gone through the work, it really warms my heart. One of my clients, a mother of 5, once she began doing the work, it was then she came back to one of our sessions, and she said that none of her children have the right to intervene when she's doing her me time, because she sees the kind of regeneration and rejuvenation that she feels. This is what I live for. I had another client of mine express the level of depth that she's been able to achieve in her interpersonal relationships, because her own connectivity, her own connection to herself has deepened, and so she's bringing it into the other relationships that she has with people. And we take this for granted. This is an aspect of who we are as women. As people, we have masculine and feminine. and some of us present with more feminine qualities, and oftentimes we push back against them. And so when we can learn to embrace them, as we do in our community, and we walk through the process, guide you through your process, you learn how to lean back and settle into self and feel more whole and more complete. Because here's the thing, your approach to success shouldn't be in the checklist, in the accolades, in the external doings. This is what comes after. As women, as feminine beings, it really begins with your centeredness, with your presence, with how settled you are into yourself, how connected you are with yourself to be able to perceive the environment around you and know how to move with the energy rather than feel as though you have to forcefully push and go after. And these are the traits of coming into your feminine self that we cultivate. I remember when I was in my masculine, I was feeling tired of myself. Like I had to always get up and go, and I had to pursue, and I had to achieve, and I had to do. And the more I did it, the more my goals evaded me. It felt as though I was not actually reaching the goals, and when I did, I felt flustered. I wasn't feeling as though I was settled within myself. And once I understood the nature of settling back, once I knew the nature of understanding how to work with the energy and not force it, this is where the floodgates begin to open up, and ease and grace begin to be around you in things that you're doing, and you recognize that the forcefulness is actually more of a focus that should be honed rather than the actual push and pull.